Hi everyone. Today we are going to discuss the continuous topic that we discussed on the first video regarding various routes of drug administration. So yesterday we are seeing various classifications of drug administration. So today we are going to see the first route of drug administration that is very common to all, that is called as oral route of drug administration. It is very simple, and I am going to say that it is very simple in nature. So I am giving like a note format. So oral route of drug administration is the first topic. So here we are discussing a lot of steps involved. So I am going to say each steps rather than giving notes. So here we are going to discuss about important points to remember about oral route of drug administration. The first main thing regarding oral route of drug administration is always observe for triple checks before and after drawing the medication. Triple check means when we prepare the medication, the nurse has to when the nurse takes the medication, we need to check whether the medication is correct according to medical administration record. So second thing, when we are preparing the medication, the nurse has to check the medications according to the prescribed dose, or what is the name of the medication we need to check with the patient name also. So third thing, when before administering the medication we need to check, that is called as triple checking before drawing the medication. So we need to go for triple checks. Next one, observe for 10 rights of medication administration. We already discussed in another video regarding 10 rights of medication administration. So the third point is tablets and capsule for the correct prescribed dose number into the medication cup. Normally I had seen nurses, what they are doing is they will take the medication in hand and they will directly put tablets or capsules in the hand. That is a wrong type of medication administration. When we take, do not touch the tablets with your hands, and it will contaminate the medication. So don't take the medication in hand. Okay, take the medication cap and directly put it in the medication container. That is a experiment. So tablets and capsule, pour the correct prescribed number to the medication cup. Okay, don't take it in the hand. Next thing, liquids. Most probably liquids hold the plastic medication cup at the eye level. Always I had seen some nurses or students are doing, okay, they are directly pouring without, not in the, just in the hands, okay, not in the eye level. So always remember this point, okay, when you take for example 5 ml of syrup or anything, always hold the medication cup in the eye level, okay, so then only we can give an exact dose of medication. So always remember that point. Next one, assist the patient to high Fowler's position. Never give a medication when the patient is lying down. Okay, so always give a 45-degree angle to the patient and give the medication. Otherwise, sideline position is the best position, so that in that position also we can give the medications rather than giving medication when the patient is in the lying position. So it is better to give medication on the sideline also if the patient cannot sit. Next one, for nasogastric or gastric administration, check and ensure the tube placement before administering the dose. It's very, very important. So some of the patients have nasogastric tubes. So when before administering medications to nasogastric tubes, always keep the point in mind, always check the correct position of the nasogastric tube feedings. Okay, so always check whether the position of the nasogastric tubing is correct, and then only give the prescribed amount of dose to the medication. So please keep the point in mind. One more point, if the patient is unconscious state before, and right now here the patient has regained, what the nurse has to do is always check for gag reflex for the patient. So gag reflex is a very important thing while giving oral medications. So gag reflex is the main thing. So nasogastric tube feeding. Next, powders. Mix with liquid and give to the patient to drink. Okay, normally we will use all the powders with all the juices. Just check whether there is any counter reaction with any powders or any medications. For example, some patient doesn't able to swallow the drug properly, so that we will crush with the pill crushers. So you used to crush it and we used to give to patients. In that condition, always keep in mind the medications when it is giving with the prescribed or any drinks, always know there is any counter reaction, that you need to check it whether the liquid will goes with the medications. So always keep the point in mind. Next is lozenges. Instead the patient not to chew it and swallow it. So lozenges, we need to keep the patient, we should tell to the patient that we should keep the lozenges on the tongue and until it get completely dissolved, so that the medication can be effective. So mainly the lozenges will be used for sore throat like kind of diseases. So in that condition, lozenges will give more absorption rate when it is fully swallowed. Next is tablet or capsule. Place the tablet on or in the medication cup in the patient's hand and mouth and have the patient swallow with sips of water. So make sure that do not touch directly to the tablets. Take the tablets in hand and take it from the strip and put directly to the container. Don't touch with your hands. It may contaminate the medications. So always directly put in the medication container and give the patient to swallow it, so that we can give a sips of water. For that, we need to arrange all the medications in all the medications and equipments in there. Then only you can go to the patients. We will go to the video. So sublingual patients. So sublingual medications. In this is also an oral route. Okay, sublingual. How the patient places the tablet under the tongue and hold it, and there until completely dissolved. Okay. Always tell the patient that don't chew it, or tell the patient to put it under the tongue only. Then only it can be fully metabolized or absorbed. So put the tablet under the tongue. Next is buccal. How the patient to tablet between the cheek and teeth and hold it until it is completely. The same thing will be applicable to the buccal route. Always the medication we need to put in between the gums and cheeks. Then only it will be fully absorbed. Okay, stay with the patient until the medication have been fully swallowed or dissolved. Okay, don't give the medication in hand or don't give the medication in container and tell. It's not a right thing to tell the patient that okay, have it when you have time. No, it's not as a correct good thing for nurses. So what we should do is okay, wait there until the patient has fully swallowed the medication. That is the exact thing. Then only you can record it correctly. So please keep the point in mind. Always be with the patient until the patient has fully swallowed the medication. Okay, so that is very important point. So next I am going to the main advantages and disadvantages of oral route of administration. The main advantages is very convenient. Okay, at any place or anywhere we can easily to have a tablet or capsule or swallow it. The oral route is very convenient to use. That is the main advantage or main merit behind oral route of drug administration. Next is sterile environment is not needed for oral use. Okay, it's very hectic to have a sterile environment for when you use for drug administration, particularly for IV and IM. We use sterile environment. Here, in this case of oral administration, we never use of sterile environment. It's not needed in case of oral administration. So it is very easy and convenient. So, okay, next is very economical. When compared with all other route of administration, it is very economical in use. Economical is cost saving. Okay. Next one is there is no invasive, low risk procedure. Doesn't have any risk. At any time, anybody can swallow it. Okay. Even though the patient have a few difficulty, some tablets may easily we can swallow it. So there is no invasive. It's not invasive means no pain at all. So non-invasive, low risk procedure. Next is easy to administer and good for self-administration. That is the other main advantage or merit of oral route of drug administration. It's very easy to administer. Okay, take the medication in a proper container and give to the patient. The patient can have it with sips of water. Okay. And next one is capsule can prevent unpleasant taste of a drug. Okay, so some coated tablets is very easy to swallow, so that it can slip to the tongue and it can go through to the stomach easily, rather than having the rough kind of tablet. So capsule can prevent unpleasant taste of a drug, so it can be easily go through the mouth. That is the other advantages of oral route of drug administration. Next, I will go to the disadvantages of drug administration. It cannot be used when the patient has difficulty in swallowing. If the patient is having difficulty in swallowing, we cannot able to use it. For example, if the patient is having tubings, we cannot use it. If the patient complains of throat pain or any other problems, we cannot able to use this. Or the patient is having continuous vomiting, okay, so that we cannot able to use it. So we cannot use the patient have difficulty in swallowing. Next is, it may irritate gastric. In some cases, it may irritate gastric mucosa. So that is the other main disadvantage of oral medication. Next one, patient must be conscious. That's a very important scenario. For example, if the patient is unconscious, he cannot able to use it. So patient must be, or patient have to be conscious in state, then only we can give oral route of drug administration. Next one, digestive uses may destroy drug. In some cases, because of the pH of the gastric juices are very high, some cases it can destroy the metabolic factors or metabolic thing or digestion of medications. So it can destroy the drug. So in case of oral route of drug administration, the effect or may be little bit less in some cases. So digestive juices may destroy the drug. That is the other disadvantage. Next one is, it cannot be used if the patient have nausea and vomiting. Already I said this point. The patient is having nausea and vomiting, we cannot able to give the drug to the patient. So if the patient unpleasant taste may cause non-compliance with. If the patient is having any unpleasant taste, the patient cannot able to take it properly. So uncompliance may happen when the patient is taking oral tablet. This is other type of other disadvantages. It may harm the teeth. That is the other long-term disadvantage of oral drug. And action may take long time. It may take lot of time. When compared with other route of drug administration such as IV route or IM, it may take a long onset period. Okay, the beginning may take long onset period. So action may take long time. So these are other disadvantages of oral route of drug administration. Next, we are going to the procedures of oral medication. What are the main procedures? First and main important thing in basic fundamental of nursing, always the student will remind us, that is to wash hands. Okay, always wash hands before the procedure. Okay, provide privacy to the patient if needed. Okay, just check whether the patient is needed any privacy. Okay, gather equipments such as medication sheet, medication tray, glass of water or preferred liquid, or pill crusher device. Okay, so we need some pill crusher device in order, if the patient want to crush the medication, we need a pill crusher device. Always grab all your equipments before going to the patient. That is very, very, very important. Next one, unlock the medication cart or drawer. Unlock the medication cart or drawer. Okay, so prepare one client medication at a time. So where you or the nurses will be taking care of patients when the patient you are assigned about 10 patients or 5 patients. So don't try to give medication at a time to all the patients. Okay, go to each and every patient and only take care of one patient at a time. It is very important. Otherwise, you may get confused. So prepare one client medication at a time. Next one, calculate correct drug doses. Take time, double check the calculation. Okay, the doctor always see, when you become experienced, you have some notion that this drug, sometimes it may change also. So always, as a nurse, you should be always conscious at every time. So always check for the drug calculations. Sometimes, or in many cases of pediatric doses will be less than adult. So always check when you give medication to the pediatric or neonates or patient who are small doses. Always please keep the point in mind. Okay, so always calculate correct doses of medications. Okay, next, If the client has difficulty in swallowing, grind tablets in pill crusher until smooth, mix it with drinks or soft food. Okay? Always the patient is having any difficulty, if the patient is saying any difficulty, you can grind the drugs or medication and give to the patient with preferred liquids. Always check whether there is any counter reaction with any liquids or solutions. So always please check with that one also. Next one, measure the liquid medication by holding the measuring cup at eye level. Already we told this point. Always keep the medication cup at the eye level. Always hold on the eye level and measure it correctly, properly, and give to the patient. Next one, recheck each medication with physician order. Always take your medical administration record in hand. Okay, always cross check with the patient. When you go to the patient, for example, you may have patient with same name in same department. So always keep in mind, when you go to the patient, you may always recheck the patient whether the name was correct. Always the patient name will be the same, or check the second name. So always check for name, check for the badge, and check, then only you should administer the patient. So always the name is very important. So right patient is one of the main administration rights. So recheck each medication with physician order and keep all the medication administration label in hand. Check the patient, ask the patient, and then only find out the correct patient, and then only always you should remember this point. Okay, right patient should be there, and then only you can give the medication to the patient. Next one is, do not use liquid medication that are cloudy or have change in color. When you take a medication, your experience will prove that. You may know the medication, if any change in the color, do not try to administer it. Okay, give for other. So you need to check with the pharmacist, or you can check with the physician in charge, or you can check with the in charge. Then only you should administer the medication. Okay, so don't use the liquid medication that are cloudy or that are changed in color. It's a very important point. Okay, check for vital signs. Some drugs, when we administer, we need to check the pre-assessment. For example, medication giving pressure medication or blood pressure medications. Okay, when you give blood pressure medication, always pre-assessment should be there. You need to check the BP of the blood pressure of the patient, then only you can administer the patient. Okay, don't administer the medication without assessment. Then only you can administer the medication. Particularly, there are some few prescribed doses medications are there, or prescribed medication are there. You need to have a pre-assessment. Check always the vital signs of the patient before administering the medication. That is other important point. Next is, ask the patient his or her name with the staff witness. That is already we told us. Always cross check the patient and give medication only to the right patient. Next one, assist the patient to have a comfortable position. If the patient is sitting, this is better position, 45-degree angle, so the patient can sit in sitting position, give the medication in hand. If the patient cannot able to sit, the patient can be in sideline position. That is the other position. Don't give in the flat position. Okay, so give the patient in sideline position, then also we can administer the medication. After administering the medication, tell the patient at least sit for 30 minutes, then only the patient can lie down. That also nurse should look. Okay, so that is a important point. Assist the patient to a comfortable position. Before giving the medication, 45-degree angle should be there. After administering medication, at least for 30 minutes, tell the patient to be in the position, then the patient can lie down. Next, remain with the client until he or she had taken the medication. Always be with the patient until he has fully swallowed the medication. Then only the patient can move to the next patient. Okay, and wash hands after the procedure. That is the other main point. Record the medication administration. After giving, directly we should go and record in the medical administration records. Okay, sign after the giving the medication. Countersign with another nurse for high risk medication. When you are giving high risk medication, or you need to countersign from the other staff. If the client refuses the medication, then record according to the hospital policy. That is the other main important point. If the client refuses the medication, you need to first re-educate the client first. If the patient is not willing to take again after the education, then you need to notify to the physician and you need to document the same thing the patient has withdrawal list in the record book. So in the record you need to maintain correct record regarding patient withdrawal or patient refuses the drug. So he have the right to refuse the drug. So do not force him. Okay, the patient cannot able to take the medication. Please record and please inform the higher authorities. If you have a nurse in charge, to the nurse in charge and the prescribed physician. So that is this. Okay, always keep on hospital policies and procedures. Okay, recheck for hospital NIPH or JCA policies will be there. So always check for that. Next one, check the client after 30 minutes. Always evaluation is the best thing after medication administration. So you need to go to the patient after the medication administration and recheck the patient. Okay, and whether, for example, if you are giving a diuretics, you need to ask the patient whether the patient have void or not, or pass the urine or not. The amount also you need to calculate. So you need to evaluate about your administration after medication, oral medication administration. So that is also a very important point. That is a evaluating point of view. So always check the client after 30 minutes. For example, we are giving a medication for fever. That also you need to check whether the patient have any reduction in the fever. So that is a very important point. So check the patient after 30 minutes. So these are the main points. Today we have discussed about oral route of drug administration, its advantages, disadvantages and steps in oral route of administration. Okay. One more point I would like to add about education. Educating about the drug. You need to check whether the relatives or the bystanders or the patient knows about the drug. Okay, or it is the nurse's duty or the nurse's responsibility to educate about oral drugs. For example, tablets and all. So you need to educate, and the nurse itself should know what is the amount, what is the correct time, dose, what is the side effects, what is the toxicity effects. So these many things you need to know. You need to educate to the patients and to the client. That also the point. The education is a responsibility of others. That also you need to educate. You need to encourage the patients to have questions. Okay, encourage their doubts so that they know whether they knows about the drugs correctly. That also is a nurse's responsibility. So you should encourage the nurse family members to have doubts about the drugs, whether they knows about the drugs. Then only they can administer to the patient or to the relatives or to the patient correctly. So please, nurses should note, always educate the patient. So knowledge is a very important thing regarding drugs. So that is the main point you need to keep in mind. So I hope you understood this section about oral route of drug administration. So it is very easy to say these are the main points you need to remember. So advantages and disadvantages are the main questions you may come in examinations. You need to remember. So if you have any doubt, you can give feedback on my comment box or you can email me. So I hope you understood this topic and thank you so much.